So I'm saving the best for last. I have taught him to do something that is so invaluable to me that I will give him unlimited treats for however long he's willing to do it. It's been, I don't know, 5 or 6 months since we recorded that first video about Ambrose's tracking collar here. And now that I've had a lot more time to play with it and a bunch more time to train him, I just wanted to kind of update you on how things are going with him here on the ranch. Not even specifically to the collar, but I do want to talk more about that. I know one of the controversial points of that video was the e-stim feature, which is the little shock feature. And I will say I have used it super sparingly. Probably could count the number of times I've used it on 1 or 2 hands, but it has been invaluable. So let's show you some more of what we've been up to. He is very hungry right now, so he is paying a lot of attention. It is 30 minutes past dinner time, but I've got a pocket full of treats. One of the most important things we've been working on is long-range recall. So he's allowed outside whenever he wants. He does have to ask to come and go from the house. We don't have like a dog door or anything. Initially, I thought, man, we're gonna have a real problem with him just going super, super far. And that just doesn't really seem to happen. He goes, I don't know, maybe a few hundred yards. I can usually hear him barking wherever he is. He'll go out late at night and scare off animals. He's got a vendetta against our 2 resident foxes. We've got a fox pair that have a den somewhere that way. And they come through here and mark and stuff. It's probably what he's sniffing around for right now. And so he scares them off. He scares our pair of ravens off, which I don't want him scaring either one of those animals off, but it's kind of part and parcel of it. But the advantage is we have not yet seen any animal larger than a deer anywhere here in the living area portion of the ranch. I've seen moose, elk, and we've heard stories about bear. I've seen moose and elk down the road on neighbors' properties. They've never been up here. So anecdotally, his guard dog behavior and his super loud bark is really working. I want to be able to recall him to me if, say, there's a bear that's protecting cubs or there's a moose that's pissed off. And so it's really important for me that I have a rock solid long-range recall with him. Part of making that recall so rock solid and effective was using the collar. And I didn't really expect this. I thought, oh, I'm mostly going to use the tracking feature. But because he just doesn't go that far, I really haven't had to use it. Most of what I use is the beep recall feature here, which just makes his collar beep. And we've trained him, and I've trained him to immediately come find me and expect a treat as soon as he hears that beep. And he can be hundreds of yards away, more or less out of earshot. So there's the beep. Hear it now. Here he comes. Good boy. Sit. Sit first, please. Some manners. Good boy. It's pretty dang reliable. However, I mentioned the e-stim feature before. I think part of the reason that is so reliable is I have used on a couple occasions the e-stim feature on a very low setting, not enough to harm him or be punishment, to just kind of jolt him out of chasing an animal. So he'd be chasing a squirrel or chasing a fox or something like that. And I can use the e-stim feature to just kind of snap him out of that like prey drive enough to recall. And that really got the recall rock solid. Then once I had the beep working, I really trained him on a recall based on my whistle. The collar still seems to be the best, but this is what I use most of the time. Good boy. Good job, bud. Yeah, good boy. He doesn't really care for pets. He'll tolerate them, but it's not a drive for him. And affection, like he likes praise, but it's not that big a deal. You're just waiting for treats. So, this is my backup. If he's out and I really need him to come back right now, I go and grab this. Ambrose does a lot of various tricks, right? So you can sit. Yes, that's good. Can you whisper? Yeah, that's a good whisper. That's a good whisper. Good job, bud. Back up. Back up. Get back. Back up. Good boy. Good boy. Can you touch? Yes. Touch is a little aggressive right now, but it's touch and open palm. No, sit. Probably because he's hungry. Touch. Good. Touch. Yes. The targeting technique. Yeah, you already know what I'm going to ask. Shake. Yes, good boy. Sit. Other way. Shake. No. Paw. No. Back up. Back up. Give me the other one. Yes, good boy. Yeah, we're very hyped up because it's dinner time, huh? Lay down. Good boy. Down. Yes. We don't use that one that much. Down. We use go lay down. Down. Good. Stay. You're a good boy. Yeah. Sit. Good. Good job, bud. So he knew a lot of these before. We do work on them just in the practice. Yeah? Huh? Yes. What else do we know how to do? One that he and I have been working on recently is leave it. Good. Good. Yes, good boy. Okay. Leave it. Good. Okay. Okay. Leave it. Good. Good boy. So this one's super useful. When he's fixated on something, when he's eating something he shouldn't. And he's really gotten to the point where he can pretty much just tune it out at that point. One thing I do want to say that I didn't say in the last video is he's a super physical dog. And he always has been. And I think it's largely breed. We've worked very hard with him on training, but he still, pushes me around and he's jumpy and things like that are, partly just kind of instinct. But you're doing very good right now. Yes. Yes. Touch. No. Touch for real. You're missing. Come on. No, get the palm. Yes, good boy. Sit. Come on, load up. There we go. So, and I can tell him, get in the back. And he'll do that. Sometimes he rides up front in the Polaris with me. Sometimes he rides in back. But it works in vehicles. It also works at, like, if I want to let him up on the couch, I can tell him load up, or on a bed, which he's allowed on sometimes. Load up is kind of a command of get on whatever we're near. Okay. And then the other thing I've been working on is having him stay in the vehicle until I let him free. And that we're still working on that one, aren't we? Load up. Good boy. Get him back. Good boy. And the real thing there is, like, if I'm driving out, down the road to go get the mail or something, or I stop to talk to a neighbor or whatever, I don't want him just hopping out and running off and getting into trouble. I want the idea that when he's in a vehicle, he's supposed to stay there until I let him out. Right? Okay. Come on. Good boy. Good job. So I'm saving the best for last. Let's go show that. I have taught him to do something that is so invaluable to me that I will give him unlimited treats for however long he's willing to do it. So let me go show you. Ambrose, go get a stick. Yes, bring it. This is bringing firewood into the house. Bring it. It's not such a big deal now. We're not burning as much. Bring it. But in the dead of winter, when it's just snowed, I am willing to pay unlimited treats, one per piece of firewood. Go get a stick. And sometimes he gets distracted. So that's that whistle recall working real well. Come on, Ambrose, look. Go get a stick. There he goes. It takes him a little while to latch onto it, but once he's got it, it's pretty solid. Good boy, bring it over here. Bring it. Come on, bring it. Bring it. Give it to me. Give it to me. This one. Yeah. Good. Okay. Go get a stick. He doesn't really differentiate between small sticks and big sticks, so I can get stuff as small as like this big around and this long to stuff that he can barely cram in his mouth that's super heavy. It's pretty impressive how heavy a stick he can bring in. We'll hopefully get down to, he's picking all smaller ones right now. But, good boy. Boy. All right, go get a stick. So his guard dog responsibilities in his mind come above everything else. And so sometimes he will come and stand out here for as long as 30 seconds. And I thought, oh, surely he's just totally distracted at this point. But I've seen him come out, stand for 30 to 60 seconds, and then turn around and go get a stick and come back. So I've learned to just kind of wait and trust him. Good boy. Good job, bud. Go get a stick. Bring it. Give it to me. Yes, good boy. Go on. Go get a stick. It's very funny because, like, I think part of what's hard is that he can't see the wood pile when I give the command, so he's got to go out around the door. And then as soon as he sees the wood pile, he's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I got it. That's a pretty big one, yeah. Good job, but it's rotten, so it's not that heavy. Let's see you bring in a big one, yeah? Can we do a big one? Come on. Go get a stick. There we go. A pretty big size one. Good boy. Sometimes they are so big he can hardly fit them in his mouth and hardly bring them inside. Should we show people how we taught you this? Because it was a really good progression, wasn't it? We used to bring in firewood using this blue IKEA bag. Just dumped all over the floor. So we used to stack firewood in here, right? I would just put it right here. Leave it. He already knows what to do. And then I would stand over here. Go get a stick. He already knew how to fetch sticks. Yes, good boy. This part wasn't that hard. Go get a stick. But it was a lot of just repetition. No, that's mine. Leave it. Bring it. You gotta not drop treats. That's very distracting. Give it to me. Give it. Get it. Get it. Come on. Yes, good boy. Also, this behavior of putting it in my hand got refined later. The progression is simply move the bag further and further. So I probably started with just right on top of it, basically getting him to hand me a stick. And then we would move it further and further. So then we went just outside the door, leave it. Bring it. He's pretty good at the problem solving here. Yes, good boy. Start like here, for instance, and then into the house, or I think at one point I just set up a lawn chair on the porch and had him bringing it from here to me. So then I'd have it here full of wood and have him bringing stuff. Now what was interesting, there was a little hiccup. So when we got to this point, it was working well. You know, required some coaching and stuff on my part, but when I removed the blue bag, he all of a sudden couldn't do anything. And I realized, oh, it's because he's cueing off the bag to know what to get. And so, you know, when we used to play fetch, he would cue off the scent of my hands on the stick. And I wouldn't normally rub it like that, but he would actually sniff around to find the one that I had touched. It took a long time to generalize to any stick. You can literally bring me any stick in the pile. It's fine. So part of it is we were still bringing in wood with this. So we would either give him a stick to hold, get it, and he would bring that in. He doesn't really tend to hold things, he's stationary. So he would bring it alongside us. And then just coaching him right here of, you know, get a stick. And he would kind of hunt around and be like, okay, how about this one? Get a stick, you know. Good boy, bring it. Give it to me. He also likes chewing on sticks. So one of the interesting behaviors is that he'll bring in a bunch of sticks, we'll pile them all up, and then he will gradually undo the pile into his dog bed for stuff to chew on. And he could shred this down to, you know, relatively small chips. like you would get bark mulch or something. His jaws are so strong. It is so invaluable. Just not having to trudge through the snow every morning to go get firewood, man, it is worth its weight in gold. And he can bring in probably 15 to 20 pieces of firewood before he really gets tired of it and loses attention and gets harder to coach into doing it. He's turning out to be an amazing ranch dog. Come here. Can you sit? Oh boy. Between bringing in wood and helping with and being a guard dog and all the other various things, and just being a good companion, this is kind of the perfect spot for him. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll reply to the comments and or make some shorts replying to any specific questions you have. But that's kind of the update on where we're at. And now he also has learned that because sticks are valuable, you can bring them to people as gifts, and sometimes they'll give you treats for them. Bring it. Bring it to me. Give it. Go get it. Go get it. Good boy. Good job. Play fetch. Look. So sticks still definitely serve multiple purposes in Harris World. We'll see you again soon.